Points of Light is recognizing Global Volunteer Month all throughout the month of April. Can you tell me more about that?
Global Volunteer Month was envisioned last year in 2020 as a time to stop and recognize volunteers and the impact of volunteerism. As we know, individuals do so much to support community and improve community, and Global Volunteer Month is about celebrating those actions.
There are so many people out there doing good right now. Can you tell me how volunteering is being impacted during the pandemic?
What we learned in 2020 is that the human spirit will not be denied. Volunteerism is up and civic engagement is at an all-time high. People are resourceful, they're creative, and they have learned to pivot where needed so that they can continue to help out in community.
Can you tell me why volunteerism is important to UPS?
UPS is synonymous with community. We've got 500,000 plus UPSers around the globe, and we recognize that the world really is interdependent and we're stronger united. When you think about the fact that in 2014, our employees pledged to create 20 million hours of global volunteerism by 2020, and we made that happen. We delivered on that promise. Our culture of volunteerism is really deeply rooted in our unwavering commitment to move the world forward by delivering what matters. And so we care deeply about our communities, and that's why it's important for us to give back.
UPS and the UPS Foundation are known for supporting so many organizations during difficult times. Can you tell me about your specific outreach during this point of time?
Yes. UPS's logistics expertise is really built for good times as well as for crisis. When the pandemic began, we got right to work, and UPS has been delivering urgently needed supplies, medical supplies, and PPE through our global network around the world. In fact, we've delivered more than 27 million pounds of PPE to support the frontline workers and entire communities. We jumped in and got 32 states up and running, managing logistics, vaccine trials, and by the end of 2021, we will have shipped 3 billion vaccines around the world. But let me tell you why I'm proud about the UPS Foundation. We're leading the way on supporting the equitable distribution of vaccines to countries that are going without, like Ghana, where we were first in. And we're utilizing our drone technology through our medical vaccine network to deliver into remote areas. We also know that other remote disasters are going to continue to happen. So we're continuing to support organizations like the Red Cross, like the Salvation Army, the World Food Program, UNICEF, and CARE. So we're really proud to work along these organizations, as well as working along organizations like Points of Light to further our volunteerism.
What are some of the top volunteer needs right now?
Some of the top volunteer needs continue to be food delivery and food distribution to those who are hungry. We also need people to help their neighbors or family members schedule vaccines and also take them to get their vaccination. Lots of students had their education programs disrupted, and so virtual volunteering around tutoring is very important. And finally, people are spending a lot more time outdoors. So if you help clean up a park or keep that outdoor space nice, that's helpful as well.
How can people that are interested get involved or participate?
To get involved, we would encourage you to thank a friend who's volunteering and also to invite a friend to volunteer. And visit pointsoflight.org for ideas and opportunities to get engaged in your community.